too canny there with that reinforcement mutalisk running it straight through the turret fire. Although I guess to get back to that other group of mutalisks, there's nothing else he could really do. But yeah, managed to completely stop mining it at this main base for a long time now, and I think that's what's keeping him in the game because otherwise he's only at 2 bases right now. It's the Calm is really kind of behind economically um, in the grand scheme of things. I think it depends. I don't know. I haven't seen how many drones he has. Let's see. There's some drones. I don't know how many drones he has that is natural, but um, if the usually the Terran in this situation just tries to hold out, just tries to hold out as long as they can, and usually they can hold out just by making marines and turrets and all kinds of crap, just throwing down stuff in the way and lots of turrets. And if they do manage to hold out that whole time, then it's it's pretty bad for the Zerg because then as time goes on, as they build up marines, the mutalisks become less and less effective. And now finally getting that factory out so you can start moving towards some higher tech. Oh, a little bit of a miscue there. I don't know if Calm knew those turrets were there, just running straight into him, losing a mutalisk. Not a terrible amount of damage. Luckily the Marines weren't too close by there. But yeah, it looks like I'm not sure why Calm isn't grouping up his mutalisks anymore. Maybe he's worried about. Well, he shouldn't be worried about irradiate because I mean, he's not really near to that tech yet. So I'm not sure why he's not. Okay, now he's grouping him back up again. Except he left a couple out. So maybe he has a lot more mutalisks than it looks like. Let's see. It looked earlier like he only had 6 or 7 in that group when they were flying separated. So I'm not sure why he's leaving a few out on the side, especially since they looked like healthy ones before. But man, this is doing a lot of good harassment though. He really hasn't lost a lot of mutalisks considering the amount of damage that he's been doing. And just as I say that, he loses 2 mutalisks there. But putting out more and managing to get up more bases in the meantime as well, and the hive. I saw the queen's nest going down earlier, but figured I'd wait to mention it. But hive is nearly, well, I won't say nearly up, but actually no, it is probably nearly up by now. So he's going to have some hive tech here pretty soon. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for a greater spire, since he doesn't seem to have any other tech buildings on the ground, and he's building a lot of mutalisks, just kind of persisting with this. And there's the starport. Yeah, he's probably what he's doing is keeping his. Yeah, there's the greater spire. Oh yeah, baby. That's what I like to see. Getting down another base as well. So very nice. This is gonna be really fun to watch here. We're gonna see some guardians before too long, and basically, Sair's gonna have to be at a point where he can move out before those guardians come in, because otherwise, whoa! 2 groups of mutalisks coming in here, just absolutely ravaging these turrets. Taking out some SCVs as well. There's just too many turrets there, though. They're eventually going to be driven off. But nicely done by Calm. Look at that, microing. Well, actually, he wasn't really microing 2 groups of mutalisks at once. I have seen that done before, and that's impressive stuff when you see 2 groups of mutalisks being microed at the same time. But at this point, he's just got too many mutalisks going on. Now, here's the key, though. Is if he gets a radiate out, if he gets an irradiate on that clump of mutalisks, then it's going to be really, really horrible bad news for him. The thing is, it's kind of a race from science vessels and greater spire. If he can get some guardians out, guardians are much less susceptible to irradiate. They don't clump up as much, and they're still effective without being clumped up. So that could be a problem for him. I'm trying to see if I can spot the mutalisk upgrades, though. If I can click on a mutalisk, I'll be able to see. But okay, that was kind of cool, running in the mutalisk. Well, that was a good way to scout, I guess. He needed to scout. He's got enough mutalisks to spare one to see how close he is. And there's the guardians! Guardians warping in! Now he can't make all guardians. He needs to keep a few mutalisks around, otherwise he won't have anything to attack the science vessels. Oh no! If he catches those mutalisks while they're morphing with these medic marines, that could be horrible. He is morphing them kind of in the field over in open territory, and this could be crucial. This could be brutal. I'm not sure why he keeps running in mutalisks like that, though. Maybe he was checking the science facility to see if Irradiate was still upgraded. Okay, 1 Devourer, yes! He upgraded a Devourer as well to deal with the science vessels and any wraiths that might come out. So that is a beautiful strategy, and here we go. It's going to be bad if he engages on open territory, but he's going to anyways. It catches him by a nice corner of the ridge, so he's able to do a little bit more damage. Oh, you got to watch out, Devourer. Okay, Devourers have a ton of hit points, though, so he's able to survive getting hit a little bit like that. Irradiate is probably about up now, and he's got a vessel or 2 out right now. But again, it's not going to be nearly as effective as he needs it to be against this stuff, unless he can't do any kind of eraser thing because there's going to be other stuff. Let's see, irradiate going off on one. Separate that out, buddy. Okay, one Guardian gets separated out. More coming in, more turning into cocoons. I wouldn't be surprised if that was, well, probably more Guardians. He probably doesn't need too many Devourers here. But Calm is just bearing completely down on Sair's front door now, taking out the bunker. The entire natural base has been obliterated. He's been forced to lift there, so now and those turrets are going to be completely ineffective against the Guardians because they range them too. Nice work keeping the Lings back to protect those Guardians a little bit, although the Guardians are going to be in a little bit of danger. Scourge is coming in now as well, so I think this is pretty much the end for Sair. He would have needed to pull out something miraculous with those science vessels if he was really going to accomplish much here, but he just doesn't have the forces. And the Ling's coming in as well, and the Scourge is coming in as well, just to add things on. One vessel going down, Medic Marines being completely slaughtered. This is almost a critical mass. Oh, he's going to try for the eraser here. On the Guardians, nice move there. Unfortunately, Calm keeping his Guardians a little bit clumped up, but doing a nice. Wow, Jesus, look at that. And that is just beautiful to see. And that's why he had those Devourers around and Scourges, is to prevent this sort of thing from happening. But I think it still might be too late, though, because as you can see, the Lings are all over the place on the ground, slaughtering everything. Even though he's managed to take out those Guardians, I think it's just too late. He doesn't have the intake right now. Look at it. He's only got like 8 SCVs mining at the moment. Not enough intake to really macro enough to really deal with this, and we're going to see GG any second now. So nicely done by Calm. Again, this is just the first game of the best of 3, but decently fought by Sair. But GG Calm.